Breaking generational curses, the chosen one's role in healing family wounds. Hear me now. To be a chosen one is not a path of comfort. It is a path of responsibility, purpose, and divine calling. I am Most Reverend Benton, and today I need to speak directly to your spirit about a task that only you can fulfill. You were not just born into a family. You were sent. You were sent to break the chains that have bound your lineage for generations. This is your sacred role, to heal the wounds, to dismantle the curses, and to be the cycle breaker. But first, some housekeeping. Kindly subscribe, share, and hit the notification bell. Thank you. What are generational curses? Listen carefully. Generational curses are not myths or abstract ideas. They are real, tangible cycles of pain, dysfunction, and unhealed wounds that pass down through families like a shadow. These curses may manifest as patterns of addiction, poverty, anger, neglect, or sickness. They are the unresolved struggles of your ancestors, imprinted on your lineage like spiritual scars. But hear me now, these curses are not invincible. They persist because no one has dared to confront them. They thrive in the absence of awareness, in the silence of those too afraid to speak or too weary to fight. That is why you were chosen. You were born into this family to end the silence, to face the darkness, and to reclaim the light. Why were you chosen? Let me remind you, God does not choose the weak for this task. He chooses those he knows can endure, those he knows will rise. You've always known you were different. Maybe you felt like the black sheep, the outcast, or the one who never quite fit in. That was not rejection. It was preparation. God set you apart because your purpose is not to follow the patterns of your family, but to break them. Consider this. A chain is only as strong as its weakest link, but a chain can only be broken by a force stronger than itself. You are that force. Your strength, your resilience, and your spiritual gifts are the tools God has given you to dismantle the curses that have plagued your family for generations. The cost of breaking curses. Hear me now. Breaking generational curses is not easy. It will cost you. It will cost your comfort, your relationships, and sometimes even your peace of mind. But let me tell you this, the reward far outweighs the cost. To break a curse is to set not just yourself, but your entire lineage free. It is to give your children and their children a life unburdened by the chains of the past. Let me speak to your spirit. The pain you've endured in your family wasn't random. It was precise. It was allowed to refine you, to teach you, and to prepare you for this sacred task. Every wound, every rejection, and every betrayal was shaping you into the warrior you are today. You are not a victim. You are a victor. The battles you faced were not meant to destroy you, but to prepare you for victory. Recognizing the patterns. Listen to me. The first step in breaking generational curses is recognizing them. You cannot heal what you cannot see. Take a moment to reflect on your family. What are the recurring patterns of pain? What are the struggles that seem to repeat in every generation? These are the chains you were sent to break. Maybe it's addiction that has gripped your family for decades. Maybe it's poverty, anger, or broken relationships. Whatever it is, know this. It stops with you. You are the last link in the chain. The cycle ends with your decision to confront it. Practical insight. Take a moment to write down the patterns you've observed in your family. Be honest and thorough. This is not a judgment. It is an acknowledgement. Naming the curse is the first step to breaking it. Healing through awareness and action. Hear me now. Healing begins with awareness, but it does not end there. Awareness must be followed by action. To break a generational curse, you must do more than recognize it. You must confront it, uproot it, and replace it with something new. Confront the wound. Healing requires you to face the pain head on. This may mean revisiting memories you'd rather forget, forgiving those who hurt you, or even seeking help from trusted counselors or spiritual guides. Confronting the wound is not weakness, it is strength. Release the curse. Generational curses are like spiritual contracts. They persist because they have been allowed to. You must declare with authority that the curse has no power over you. Speak life over yourself and your family. Declare, the curse ends with me. I release it in the name of God. Replace the pattern. It's not enough to break a curse. You must replace it with a blessing. If your family has a history of anger, cultivate peace. If there's been poverty, build abundance. If there's been neglect, foster love and connection. You are not just breaking a cycle, you are creating a new legacy. The role of forgiveness. Listen carefully. Forgiveness is one of the most powerful tools for breaking generational curses. But hear me now, forgiveness is not about excusing the harm done to you. It is about freeing yourself from the weight of resentment. It is about breaking the chain that ties you to the pain of the past. Forgiving those who hurt you does not mean you condone their actions. It means you refuse to let their actions define you. It means you reclaim your power and step into your divine calling. Practical insight. Write a letter to those who hurt you, not to send, but to release. Pour out your pain, your anger, and your sorrow. Then burn the letter as a symbolic act of release. Let the ashes carry your pain away. The legacy of a cycle breaker. Hear me now. When you break a generational curse, you don't just change your life. You change the lives of everyone who comes after you. Your children and their children will walk in the freedom you fought for. They will inherit blessings instead of burdens, peace instead of pain, abundance instead of lack. Let me speak to your spirit. This is your legacy. You were not chosen to carry the chains. You were chosen to break them. And when you do, your victory will echo through the generations. It will be a testament to the power of God working through you. A final word. Hear me now. Breaking generational curses is not a task for the faint of heart. It is a sacred responsibility, a divine calling, and a testament to your strength. You were not placed in your family by chance. You were sent there as a light, as a healer, and as a warrior. Stand tall in your calling. The curse ends with you. If this message has resonated with your spirit, declare in the comments, I am breaking generational curses. And if you are ready to take the next step on this journey, click the link in the bio to join the Chosen One Sanctuary, a sacred community where we heal, grow, and walk boldly in our divine calling. Your time is now. The chains are breaking. The legacy is yours. Amen.